So hi everybody. This is my second video. Actually recorded one and kind of disappeared. I didn't realize that you just couldn't go on Instagram anymore live. You have to have a certain amount of followers, 1,000. And so tell your friends, start following me so I can get 1,000 so I can go live. That would be more fun because that's what the purpose of this Q&A was, to connect and create community, which is very important. But, you know, the beat goes on, and I have 20 minutes. You can have a 20-minute reel. So here we are. So my name is Monifa. I'm from New York. Originally, I've been living in Sweden for about 25 years. And I came here for life. Keep my life in love. And at that time, and made very special connections. And I'm still here in Sweden. But also in Sweden, I birthed Mozaiclife. And by birthing Mozaiclife, wow, living here allowed me to more and experiment to create and express myself artistically. And when I came here, I've had my spiritual team with me. I had my orishas, which I was given in New York. And so, yeah, and which birthed me, started making jewelry, and the necessity of making jewelry was for me, really, because I couldn't find anything I really loved, and just creating in general. So let's get into this Q&A. So I wrote some questions down, and let's get into it. So the first question is, so I'm going to look to the side a little bit, so you know, I'm just looking at the questions. What inspired me to create Mozaiclife or Mozaiclife? What inspired me to have Mozaiclife was because of my life. My first art here in Sweden was mosaics. And as I realized as I was doing mosaics, and I was actually taking one piece and putting in connecting different pieces and shaping and moving. And for me, I felt like that was my life. That was a part of it. That was like making different pieces. And once you put all these small pieces together, you look back and it becomes one. And therefore you have the name Mozaiclife. And therefore you have me. A whole bunch of teeny weeny molecules together, experiences all put together, and hence the name Mozaiclife. At first it wasn't spiritual. It was just a name. It was just a way to create and express myself. And I can say it wasn't spiritual because everything a human do is, when they create, is spiritual, whether you name it or you're not. But yeah, that's the beginning of Mozaiclife. Number 2 is, how does the orishas influence my art and the way I live? Well, when I came to Sweden in 1999, I brought my orishas with me. I was given my elegua, my Ogun, Oshosi. And if anybody are not familiar with the orishas are from religion from Africa, from the Yoruba, from Nigeria. And back in the day, you know, when the continent of Africa was spread out through slave trade and different forms, people moving around. The religion went with them, and I was introduced to it through a friend. His name is Louis Love, God rest his soul, and it really did help put, actually, again, Mozaiclife put my pieces together, you know, and opened my spirituality. I was 24, maybe not even that. I was even younger when we first met, maybe like 22. And brought me down this, the road I was actually supposed to be on. And that's one part, how it influenced, how I used it to influence my jewelry, and what I do came later on. But that's how I got into the religion of Santeria. And I just want to put out also is that we are all one. We are one. We're together on this earth. No matter what religion we are, no matter what we serve, we are one. So the third question is, what was the first spiritual jewelry I made, and what did it mean to me? Well, the first spiritual, like I can say, like this is spiritual jewelry, was when I made I was working retail, trying to, you know, make a living. And I decided to make an eye because I was working with a whole bunch of people, you know, jealousy, envy, and I just wanted to protect myself. And the thing is, people don't realize that they don't need to be jealous or envy. They have the same tools, you know, we can do all the same thing, you know, but that was my reason. And that's how I started, because of the eye here, as you can see. And the eye is not just the evil eye, meaning protection from others' envy. It's about the third eye, opening that third eye. And that third eye is about imagining yourself, using your imagination, getting information, seeing beyond what you see with these two eyes. So the fourth question, how did living in different countries shape my spirituality? Like I said at the beginning, I came to Sweden with my orishas. So, but at the time I was so young, I didn't know. I was figuring out life, moving into another country. So it shaped me, because now I can stand at this day that it shaped me. What I'm doing is to help others. It's to help develop spirituality, or to help know that we're one. And also it's about alchemism, and changing nothing into something. The eye is a symbol, and I love symbols, and it's used to help a person. And I want to help. That's why I do what I do. So moving to Sweden gave me the freedom. It's people say, "Oh, you're from New York. Why are you here?" But actually, the moving here gave me the freedom to express myself that I didn't have in New York. And everybody has their own, you know, journey to live, and it happened here for me. So question number 5. What does being in alignment feels like for me, creating spiritually? So the question is, what does being in alignment feels like for me, creatively and spiritually? Being in alignment and being in alignment is, how can I say, it's something that you must practice. It's a practice. Something that you wake up in the morning and say, thank God I'm alive. And thank God I feel I'm alive to create. I create not just jewelry, I create creations. I love to sew. I love to upcycle furniture, clothes, and I consider that very much spiritual, just to create and make something beautiful, and making art, and to be able to sell that, I should say, to other people who are willing to buy it, because it's a transaction, Sometimes, actually, if I feel the need and I feel it in my soul, I give art, what I do. But also, I still need to live and make a living, so I also use money as transaction energy. It's all energy. And so I find that being having that alignment helps me with my creativity and meeting people and coming up with new ways to express myself with creating. I hope that makes sense. So the 6th question is, how do I influence energy, intentions, and rituals into each creation? Well, creating is a ritual. And when I create, I have the intent to, again, when I'm making the eye, or I'm doing crystal rings, or which crystals I'm picking out, or because I don't have all the crystals, I just have crystals that I feel that are maybe I need, or somebody would need out there. That's the point of what I'm doing. It's about giving a need and helping energize, because when I make, my energy goes into each piece and revitalize it. You have dead pieces. You have dead things that people make or machines make that are dead. What I do is alive. My jewelry lives. It has a vibration, because my intent of what I'm doing is to put a vibration of healthfulness, goodness into each piece. And that's why I go out there and I sell my jewelry, because we still are human beings and we still have to live and we still have to make make a living and exchange currencies. And so that's the energy I put in, the intent I put into each piece. So question number 7, what is the common miscommunication about spiritual jewelry or about the Orisha? The big one is like it's evil, and like it's bad, and it's like, I believe in one God, 100%. But I also believe that God, in His mercy, has put many different types of religion, spirituality out for us human beings. And I love human beings. And it's about being a good human being. no matter what religion or what you believe in, Hindu, Christianity, Muslim, Judaism, spiritual people who say they don't believe, because you can be a spiritual person and you can be not nice too, it's about putting out good energy and to help each other and to love each other, because we're human beings. And that's why I started doing spiritual jewelry. And that happened about 6 years ago, if I didn't answer in the last question. And really wanting to be a part of the effect of love and helping. Question number, I'm going to go to this question. What role does nature play in my creations and my spiritual practices? Nature, we are nature. Mother Gaia is, blessed her, she allows us to be on top of her, technically, and roam around, and we are one with nature. And when I walk through the forest or I pass a tree, hug a tree. I would recommend hug a tree, because that is the antenna that goes down and that goes up, that goes down, that goes up to everything, our creation and who we are and our connection to our Mother Earth, and which is everything, and which is love. And the last question is, if I could tell my younger self something about this path, what would it be? Don't be afraid of who you are. Don't be afraid of, because you think you lack something, you're not worthy. And I think I felt that a lot of my life, that I wasn't smart enough, or I thought I wasn't smart enough. And that's academically, or I couldn't go further in life, But that's not true. And I'm here to tell you and everybody that is not true. You don't need to be book smart to be connected and trust in the universe. That just came down, and we made that as human beings up. If you are loving and person, really loving mindset, heart, you are a smart person, at least in my eyes. And that's the main thing. So if you have any questions for me, please write it down in the comment section. I would love to answer your questions. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't go live. I don't have 1,000 followers yet. So tell somebody. I just want to also show a couple of pieces that I have made here. And this is one of my favorite ones. This one right here. This is a shell ring. Beautiful. This also represents Yamaya, the mother of the ocean. If you're interested in this ring, please DM me. And I have another one right here. This one, oh yeah, the Black Panther ring. Beautiful. If you're interested, DM me. These are all one size fit all. So thank you. My time is running out soon. I'm looking at the 20 minutes it's going. But please connect to me, contact me. I'm very much open. Peace, love, blessings, ashe.